Hello there and welcome back to another edition of the Hot Lap Classic Remastered. This time we take a look at the 1998 Citroen Xantia 3-litre V6 exclusive. This is our final Citroen to take a look at, and I've left the most Citroen to last because this is a weird Citroen. This is the one with the hydro pneumatic suspension. I love a Xantia. To be honest with you, if I was going to own a classic Citroen and a proper Citroen, I would want a Xantia. The XM's a little bit too complicated. A DS is nice, but they're far too old. I think this is the one that I would go with because it was still sort of like function. Like you can still drive these as a normal car, unlike something like a CX, which was pretty underpowered in its earlier years. This has, you know, the V6, and I think even the 4 cylinders in this weren't too bad. But it has the weird suspension. It has the sort of weird Citroen Bertone styling to it, which I really like. It's very squared off and wedgy, which is really cool to see on a 90s saloon. It is an awesome vehicle, this. I am a little bit confused as to how this is going to perform, because your other Retmobiles, your Lagunas, your 406s, your Mondeos, they aren't really like the Xantia. The Xantia has its weird suspension and it's very heavy. And it's also quite powerful. So I genuinely have no idea where this is going to go or how it's going to drive. I imagine not very well. I'm hoping it does well because, again, big fan. But I'm not too sure. I guess we will find out. Front-engined, front-wheel drive, 361 horsepower, 1,331 kilos. I do wonder how much of that is directly over the front wheels. Big V6 engine, big suspension. So, yeah, this could be interesting. Anyways, to find out how the Citroen Xantia gets along, it is going to have 6 laps of the Motorsports Land track in order to set the best time it possibly can. Our current leader is the Suzuki Escudo Pikes Peak version. That car set a time of a 25.696. The Xantia is unlikely to be that. Again, I'm not really sure on this. Does this more compare to American saloons, like the Ford Taurus 31.9, Dodge Stratus? I suppose they were sort of big, powerful front-wheel drive. Okay. It's not like those because it's already gone 1.2 seconds quicker than a Taurus. That being said, it is a bit American to drive. This does have fully upgraded suspension, so obviously it's not sort of rolling around as it would probably normally. I don't think I've ever driven a fully upgraded Xantia in this game, to be honest. I must have driven the road car at some point because I'm a big fan of it, but I can't quite recall, to be honest, how this A handles stock and B handles around a normal track. But it's definitely American feeling. It's very bargy on the front end is the way I would describe it. It's one of those cars where it doesn't actually handle all that well, but because it just makes immense amount of power. And this is quite surprising as well. From a car with NA tuning, this is pretty darn fast. Usually with NA tuning, there's a lot of issues in terms of getting the power down and actually extracting it from the car. In this though, it's almost like a turbo engine where it's constantly sort of ready to go. You know, there's no dead zone in the powertrain, which is quite remarkable, really. It is a pretty decent car, this. I was going to mention, like, the 406 and the Laguna. It's quicker than the 406 and the Laguna, which, again, is quite shocking. I can't imagine that would be true around most racetracks, to be honest. I would probably rather have a 406 or a Laguna in terms of how they drive, but this is pretty remarkable. That being said, that first lap was easily my best lap, so I'm hoping I can get a good final lap in with this, because this could definitely go a lot quicker than it has been going. It's just trying to tame the beast on this one, tame the handling, which is a bit of a problem, but we managed to get through there pretty well. For a brick, it flies pretty good, which is good. There we go, a little bit on the grass, but it wasn't too bad. Final sector, fire it into there. Wow. Wow. An almost under 30 time from the Xantia. And it could have done it because that final sector I was a little bit conservative on it. My god, that is a quick car. Why is the best Retmobile in GT2 is the Citroen Xantia? And I don't know why. Why? What? Why? Maybe it was. Okay, I thought that was a really slow final sector. Couldn't say it was quick. I don't know. I don't know. I legitimately cannot explain that at all. I'm not upset because, again, big Xantia fan. I wouldn't put the Xantia as being the quickest front-wheel drive Retmobile saloon. I mean, the only saloon cars that are quicker than this is, I think it's the Alpha 156 V6. Other than that, I mean, obviously you got four-wheel drives, your Imprezas, Evos, Legacies, all that sort of nonsense, but in terms of two-wheel drive stuff, there really isn't much at all that competes with this. That's shocking. Wow. A 30.010 will place this into an unbelievable 207th place. It goes in between the Toyota Sleeker GT4 and the TVR Chimera. It is quicker than a Golf GTI 1.8 Turbo. It's actually not that far off the Golf Rally car, which is the race-modded version of that. Quicker than the Subaru Legacy Touring Sport, Griffith Blackpool. In terms of cars like this, I mean, it's a second quicker than the Peugeot. Oh, second quicker. 0.1 quicker than the 406 V6 Coupe. About that to the Vauxhall Astra, which was an insanely quick front-wheel drive car as well. Ford Cougar, it's quicker than the Civic EK. That's unbelievable. I can't believe that was as quick as it was. This track, for some reason, as of late, has been really good to the land barges. You know, the AMG Mercedes, the Lexus that we saw go around, or the Aristo even. They've all been really quick. And I suppose it just goes to show you, it doesn't matter how bad a car actually handles and drives. If you can extract the lap time out of it, then you've won. Absolutely unbelievable. Absolutely fantastic. Anyways, that's it for this episode. Thank you all very much for watching. Join me next time when I'll be driving something completely different. Until then, farewell.